the volume of people that listen to the show that reached out to me and said, did you see this? You got to talk about this. We need a MALLER monologue about this. Okay, I get it. NBA coach under siege. Now, that's a story we can get behind. And one of the mantras in the newsroom here at the Ben Maller Show, we go where the news of the day takes us. And if you didn't see this, perhaps not, the drama-o-rama in La La Land, we have learned of a, quote, deepening disconnect between Coach Darvin Ham and the Laker roster. Shams Charania, rival of Woj, tells us there is disjointedness between Ham and several prominent members of the purple and gold basketball team because he continues to make extreme rotation and starting lineup adjustments, coaching. And the players are finding it difficult to get into a rhythm. It would appear so. The Lakers, who are currently in 10th place in the Western Conference, they have a losing record after 35 games. Almost halfway through the season, they are losers. They did raise a banner, a Fugazi banner, which means the Lakers should finish under 500 just for hanging up that dopey little banner after winning 7 games in a Fugazi tournament. Anyway, the Lakers have lost 3 in a row. They've dropped 8 of their last 10, and the sky is falling in La La Land. So let us discuss the question. Are you in or are you out on Coach Darvin Ham being in stranger danger, being in trouble with the Lakers? So I've got DNA Database, Robert Palmer, and Sleeper Cell. And we're going to put all of these things together, and we are going to give you a mouthful is what we're going to give you. So, number one. Okay, all right, enough. I'm biting the cheese on this one. I am biting the cheese on this one. Now, Darvin Ham is absolutely hanging on by his fingernails. Now, he is being roasted like a traditional Hawaiian luau roast. All right, if you take a couple of steps back, I had a minutes-long Maller investigation. I love these kind of stories. Right? These pop up every season. High-profile team, underachieving, pointing fingers. That's why I've always said the better stories in losing locker room. And several of our friends in Boston sent a story about the Patriots and how unraveled everything was. And I just laughed because the same stuff happens with every team. But when you win, it is like a nice cologne. It masks the rot. But when you don't win, then all the rot comes out. And we're talking about the Lakers here. The rot is coming out. So I spent a couple minutes investigating this. And I'm never wrong about these investigations. So my advice is to check the DNA database. You look at who's reporting the story. That's a dead giveaway. That is a dead giveaway. Shams Charania, great reporter, great insider. Shams Charania works for an agency that is in bed with Rich Paul. Who is Rich Paul? Rich Paul is LeBron James' right-hand man. And as we understand it, this story is being fed by LeBron James' puppets, his sycophants. It's a plant to Shams Charania, and he's just the mouthpiece. LeBron James is known to treat his coaches like leftover meatloaf that's been sitting in the back of the fridge for a month. When in doubt, throw it out. And LeBron is not getting it done. Is it his age? His numbers aren't terrible, but the Lakers aren't winning. And so you got to have a fall guy. LeBron knows, blame the coach. Blame the coach. It's so funny. You could do a story if you want, praising Darvin Ham. Say, here's a guy who realizes the lineups aren't working, the puzzle pieces don't fit together, so this guy's desperately trying to fix it. He's a good coach, and he's trying different lineups to see what works. He's throwing the fettuccine Alfredo against the wall to see what works. But no, it's, the players are upset. But the players should be upset because they blow, okay? They suck, the Laker players. And I love it. Now, here's another part of the story that I absolutely love. Page 2. With Darvin Ham hanging on by the hair on his chinny chin, there's a lot of speculation on who would step in, who would take over, who would take that job coaching the Lakers. Now, the easy move would be just to fire Darvin Ham and promote one of the assistant coaches, and that might be what the Lakers end up doing here. But the chatter, we love to chatter, the chatter around the NBA is that television analyst, I'm not making this up, television analyst Doc Rivers is a popular, let me repeat that for those of you in the back of the room, Doc Second Round Rivers is a popular name. Yeah, that's the same guy. So where are you at on the Doc Rivers to Lakers rumors with Darvin Ham about to be fed in a ham sandwich to a bunch of hungry zebras at the zoo? So I give this one the MALLER rubber stamp of approval. Doc Rivers, my guy from back in the day, the Lob City Clippers. Doc is a smooth operator. He's debonair. He's got the gift for gab. He also could not lead a dehydrated basketball team to water if you dropped him from a helicopter in the middle of Lake Superior. He would not be able to find water. And I need this. I need Doc Rivers coaching the Lakers. Can we please speak this into reality? I need this in my life. I do, right? It's like the classic Robert Palmer tune. Doctor, give me the news. I've got a bad case of loving you. Oh, my God. With all the malarkey, with all the nonsense from the historians that they told me when Doc Rivers was coaching the Lob City Clippers, sign me up for this. Turnabout is fair play, and I will get extra helpings at the buffet of Schadenfreude. Oh, I hope. Fire Darvin Ham, bring in Doc. Doc doesn't actually coach, right? He gives the players a lot of leeway, lets them do what they want. He's a player's coach and all that. And, it's so good. I need that. I need Doc Rivers coaching the Lakers. That's a 2-for-1 because Doc sucks on television. Get him off TV, and then you have him coaching the Lakers. Oh, it's so wonderful. I love that. I love it. All right, final point. Headline from across the hall. Now, James Harden, he's a basketball player that everyone told me, he's another one of the experts told me, it's a terrible trade. Why would the Clippers get James Harden? He can't play. They suck. Well, James Harden recently poked at the doubters, the Eddie Garcias of the world, who ripped the trade that sent him to the People's team. The quote was, quote, "Fit is great. I knew that from the beginning, and it's one of the reasons why I wanted to be a part of this," Harden opined to the assembled reporters. Now, Harden continued. He said, obviously, it did not start off well. The Clippers had a long losing streak. They lost 6 in a row. But since then, they're the hottest team in the NBA. So many people, this is Harden continued here, it gave people so much to talk about in a negative way. And now those people that were talking are nowhere. They are nowhere to be found. Like literally nowhere to be found, which we knew that was going to happen. Close quote. So give me your 10 cents here on James Harden and where have the James Harden haters with the Clippers gone? So I know the answer to this. The James Harden haters have gone into timeout. They're taking a nap. The haters are a sleeper cell. The haters are a sleeper cell. They're waiting for a bump in the road. It is inevitable. The Clippers are going to lose more games. They will have a losing streak. They're not going to win every game the rest of the year. But the Clippers have won 4 straight, 13 of the last 15. They're the NBA's hottest team over the last month plus. But the Clipper critics, the sleeper cell, the ones jealous of the people's team, the richest owner in sports, about to move into the Intuit Dome, the greatest arena, the Taj Mahal of basketball next season. But the Clipper critics are like Mike Martz. They do the, wait till the playoffs. But Harden's going to suck. No, a player X, Y, and Z will get hurt, right? We've heard hater extraordinaire Eddie Garcia, well, Kawhi Leonard's going to get hurt. Paul George is going to hurt. Yeah, these Neanderthals. Anything to belittle the success of the people's team. So that is the answer to James Harden's quiz. They're still there, the haters. They're just a sleeper cell. That's what they are.